Yo, what's up, man? So, bonjour, salam alaikum, kunjan, niaje, mambo, dumela. So, let's get straight to into, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you have a question right here. So, mono kunjan, dumela, saubona, niaje, salam alaikum, kunjan. And it's a lot of greeting, man. Uribo. So that's how you greet in Africa, man. It depends on the region where you're from. So let's get to the question. So the question say, use the Moivre theorem to express the sine in terms of power of cos and sine theta. So this is what we're gonna do. So this is more of the Pascal triangle. So how are you gonna know Pascal triangle? Whenever you have, so we're gonna take this one and bracket. See the one with the power? So I'm gonna take that one with the power inside of bracket, which is easy. I'll show you now how to do it. So first and foremost, you need to know something called Pascal triangle. So I'll show you now how to do Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle is easy. What you do is start to write one here. So you write one, and then you write here one, you write here one. Okay, let me write bigger so you can see. See what I'm saying? Oh, it's like, oh, I didn't see, it's too small. So what you're gonna do for Pascal triangle, very, very, very easy. So what you do, you say you write here one. Let's say right here one. If you write that one right here, one, also write one, and then you add them together. If you add one, you write under next line. Don't write here two in the same line. You add these two, you get one. You write next line, and then you write here one. You write here one. Add these two, you get three. Right next line, like down a little bit. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. And then right here one. You write there one. You add these two, you get 4, and then this you're gonna get 6. This is gonna get 4. You see, you drop down a little bit. Right here one. You write that. 1, you can add together, so this is going to be 5, and this is going to be 10, and this is going to be equal to 10, and this is going to be 5, and this is going to be, you write another one, you write another, so you can add them together. So depend how you look at the power. This power 4, so power 4, this always like the face power. Like if something like power 1, this is power 2, power 3, power 4, so we're going to use this. But if it's power 5, then we're going to use this. Remember this, you know what I'm saying? So the power, it plays out like this. So if it's power 1, you use this. For example, somebody give you x plus y. See, x plus y, and they give you power, let's say 3. So which one are you going to use? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So since power 3, I'm going to use this. So look how I'm going to do. I'm going to say, using the Pascal triangle, you call this Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle. So this expansion is Pascal triangle. So in the third one, you write 1, the face number is 1. And they take the face letter. What is the face letter? X. And they put this power, which is power 3. So X, you write this number here, which is 1. And then you write the face letter X, and they put the power. And the next letter, write power 0. And then you add. Now you go, what is the next number? 3. So you write 3 here. And then you write the face number as usual, and then decrease by 1. This x3, when you decrease by 1, is going to be x power 2. And this is y power 0. Add by 1, it's going to be y power 1. And then you continue like that. So we're going to say plus, so Pascal triangle, just raise it a little bit here so I can continue here. So now, okay, so we continue. So now 3, and the next one's going to be 3. It's going to be 3, and then you see this power, the face one, minus 1, it's going to be y. X minus 1 equals to 1, and then this is y, add by 1, it's going to be, oh man, what am I doing here? Apologize. So we're going to say x, okay, this is x power 2. When you minus 1, it's going to be x power 1, and this is y power 1. Y power 1 plus 1 is going to be y power 2. And now you continue. What is the next number? The next number is going to be 1. So that's the last number, 1. So it's going to be 1, and then see this x, it was x power 1. So when you minus 1, so you decrease this by minus 1, and then you increase it by adding 1. So x 1. So it's like x power 1. 1 minus 1 is going to be x power 0. So this is going to be x power 0, and this y power 2. Add 1 is going to be y power 3. And that's expansion now. So that's how you expand using Pascal triangle. So I'm saying that's how you use Pascal triangle. So now this is going to be x power 3. Any number, power 0 equal to 1. So it's like 1 times x power 3 times 1 equals to x power 3. Plus, this is going to be 3x squared y. Plus 3x, because any number power 1 equal to that number, y squared is y squared plus 1 times any number power 0 equal to 1. If you take the whole Africa, power 0, let's say this is motherland here, power 0, this is equal to 1. See, if you take the whole village, power 0 equal to 1. See, if you take the all Australia, all Europe, or all Sub-Sahara, or all North Africa, so I'm saying, or West, or South, or East, or Central Africa, power 0, anything power 0 equal to 1. Even if you take everything in power 0 equal to 1. So we're going to say, okay, so this is going to be x power 0 equal to 1, so it's going to be 1 times 1 equal to 1 times y cubed is going to be y cubed. So this expansion of x plus y cubed. However, there's a lot of other ways that you can do using binomial expansion, but this is more easy. So that's how you do Pascal triangle. So we're going to go back to our equation. So we're going to take the right hand side and side expansion. These are using Pascal triangle. So I'm going to take this one with the power and use Pascal triangle. So I'm going to raise this. See what I'm saying? So we know the game here, man. So take right hand side and expand it, use Pascal triangle. So take right hand side, take right hand side means this side here, and expand it using Pascal, a Pascal triangle. So and expand it using Pascal triangle. And expand it using Pascal triangle. Using Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle. So let's look at Pascal triangle quick, man. This is power 4. So what we do, look, I'm going to write something small. 1. So we know the game. It's going to be 1, and it's going to be 1, it's going to be 1. The next one is going to be 1 plus 1 equals 2. So you don't write here, next line, you write under a little bit. 2. And then you write here 1, and then you write 1 there. And then you're going to have to add this because you want to go to power 4. So until you see 4. So this is going to give us what? 3. And this is going to give us what? 3. And now you write 1, and then you write 1. You continue with your game, you know what I'm saying? So now this is going to add this. Okay, so this is what I want, power 4. This and this is going to be 6, and this is going to be 4, and it's going to be another 1 there. So I'm saying, sorry about that, that's a 1. So this one we're going to use, the one for power 4. So I'm saying like first, second, third, 4. You can see 4 there. So that's what we're going to use. So now we're going to take this one here and then try to use the same Pascal triangle like I just did a few minutes ago. So let's go. So I'm going to take cos. Okay, so we're going to have a cos. Excuse me. Let me write here, man. My power. So we're going to say this cos theta plus I sine theta power 4. This same is say, so we're going to start face. The face is going to be 1. So it's like 1 cos theta. And how do they say? Take the face one with the power 4. With the power. It's going to be cos theta power 4. And then take the second one power 0. So we're going to say this is going to be I. So let's do something like this. I sine theta. So this is going to be power 0. It doesn't have any power. That's how you do. And you add. So we're going to have to minus this power. No, face of 4. Write the number, which is 4. And then we go cos minus 1. So it's going to be cos. This power 4 minus 1 is going to be power 3 theta. And then bracket. This is going to be, it was power 0. So add by 1. It's going to be power 1. It's going to be I sine theta power 1. So just like I sine theta. Because anything power 1 equal to that number. For example, 3 power 1 equal to 3. So now we continue now. So I'm saying, so now, what's the next number? It's going to be 6. So we're going to say plus 6. So we're not going to have to subtract to reduce this by 1. So it's going to be 6 and the cos 3 minus 1 is going to be 2 theta. And this is going to be I sine. So this was power 1. So when add 1 is going to be power 2. So it's going to be square. So we add. And then we got 4. So it's going to be 4. Unfortunately, I wish if I could continue straight away. But the space is 9 now. So unfortunately, the space is 9 now. So now we're going to do is I'm going to continue. So after that, so 6. And then after 6 is going to be 4. So we say 4. And then 4. So we're going to subtract this by 1. So it's going to be bracket cos. This was 2. So minus 1 is going to be 1. So it's like cos theta. And then that one is power 2. So it's going to be power 3. So it's going to be I sine theta power 3. So we go for the last one, which is 1. There's a 1 there, man. So I'm saying, which is going to be 1. So this, we're going to add by 1. It's going to be cos cube theta. And then, excuse me, we're going to minus that one. So we're going to say I, excuse me, this one, my apologies. What am I doing here, man? Excuse me. I took a wrong one. So we here. So we say 1, the last one. So this was power 1. So we minus. It's going to be power 0. So it's going to be cos theta power 0. Multiply. This is going to be power 4. So it's going to be I sine theta power 4. So now we continue. We say, okay, let's continue now. So since we continue, we start to simplify normal. So listen here, man. This is very important. In a complex number, when you have an I meaning square root of 1. I meaning square root of 1. Whenever you have an I meaning square root of 1. Let me write bigger so you can see. Because I don't need a point, man. I equal means square root of 1. If you have an I or J, some book they use I, some book they use J, the same thing. Meaning square root of 1. So for that case, if you square this, means it's going to be I square equal to negative 1. So this is what you need to catch. Not I equal to negative 1. This is what you have to put in your mind. Whenever you have an I square equal to negative 1, memorize that, man. I square equal to negative 1. But you know where it comes from. It comes from I equal to, I'll say it again. So we know I equal to square root of negative 1. But when you square both sides, it's going to be I square equal to means you're going to have to square this and you have to square this and this cancel. So I square equal to negative 1. Excuse me, sorry. I square to negative 1. So this is what you have to memorize. For example, excuse me. So I square equal to negative 1, but you know where it comes from. So, for example, somebody give you a little tricky, man. Somebody give you, let's say, I5. So what you should do, since you know I square equal to negative 1, so break this into I square. Always, whenever they give you, whichever I they give to you, split them into I square. So I5 means I square. You know why I do this? Because another value of I square. I square and then times I. This is I5 meaning. What I mean is like if somebody give x5 means like x square times x square times x. Why? Because when the base are the same, you take one base and then you add the power, it's going to be power 5. So I'm saying, so that's why I say this is I square. Why I split like this? Because another value of I square. I square equal to negative 1, and then I square equal to negative 1, and then this I don't write them as square root of negative 1. No, because you gotta leave your answer as I. So only substitute the one with the I square. So negative 1 is going to be positive 1I. So I5 equal to I. Okay, let's take for example I8. So I5 equal to I. Okay, somebody give, let's say I8. It doesn't matter which I they give to you, just break into I square. Okay, so they give I8. So I8, my intention, make sure you break into I square. So this is going to be I8 means I square times I square times I square. Look, because if the base are the same, we're going to say I. When add the power, 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal to 8. So what that means, I know the value of I square. What is I square? This is like negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, which is going to be negative and negative positive. Negative positive from positive 1. So I power 8 means equal to 1. So it doesn't matter which number it gives you, you know what I'm saying? So just do one more and then we go. And then we're going to continue the question, you know what I'm saying? Okay, for example, somebody say I3. I7 or I3, okay, I7. So I'm going to break into I square. So it's going to be I square, and then I square, and then times I. This is I7 meaning, because it's going to be 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is going to be 6, plus 1 is going to be 7. So I know the value of this is going to be negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 times I. So this I, if it's not square, leave there how it is. So now I'm going to say negative times negative, positive times negative, negative I. So I7 equal to negative I. In other way, excuse me, only primes, they always give you negative I. No, it depends, man, but for the most case, it's negative I. Take even I11, test I11, it's going to be the same, or I3. So this is going to be I squared times I. What is I squared? Negative 1 times I, which equal to negative I. So something like that. But for even, try to put it so difference. If it's 6, it's going to be difference with I80. For example, I6. So I6 is going to be I squared times I squared times I squared. This is going to be negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. It's going to be equal to negative 1. But I8 is going to be positive because you have to multiply. But if it's I8, it means it has to be negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, which is going to be positive 1. So it all depends. For even number, it changes, it varies depending on the power. So now let's go back to, excuse me, and finish your question. So what we're going to say, excuse me. So now, cos power 4, just cos power 4. Cos power 4 means cos power 4, excuse me. Let me write down here so you can see. So we don't go, okay. So this meaning, okay, what is cos power 4? Okay, anything positive equal to 1. So I sin theta positive equal to 1. So here's like a 1. Now we go cos power 4. This is going to be cos power theta power 4. So I'm saying, now we come here. So we have a 4 cos 3 theta. So what happened here? Look. So this is like imaginary. No, imaginary anything which has an I or j. Like I say, sometimes they use I, sometimes they use j. So we're going to say, okay. So plus, let me put all the one with the I one side. Okay, this is not have the I because anything positive equal to 1, so it's like a 1. So cos 4 theta. Now we come for here. This has I because just an I. So I, there's nothing you can simplify. So it's like imaginary. Okay, so we're going to say, okay, plus, let's start to simplify. So it's going to be 4 cos 3 theta and then sine theta. So I'll put all the imaginary sine theta. So this has imaginary. I'll say something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this has imaginary. So we go for the next one. Look here. So this is like bracket I square. So this I square, look here. I sine theta square means I square times sine theta square. So I square equal to negative 1. So here is going to be negative 1. So E is going to be, here means I square to negative 1. So it's going to be negative. And they're going to have the 6. And then cos square theta. See what I'm saying? And remember when you I square, which will give us negative 1. And then sine square, just sine square. So this is a real number because in complex number we got real and imaginary. Imaginary is anything which has an I, j. That's an imaginary number. So I'm saying, but for real number, it doesn't have any imaginary number. Imaginary numbers like the number which, for example, I hope you understand. If you're having a problem, you can ask me, man, if you don't understand what the imaginary number is. So now, excuse me, we got sine square. Now we come here. So now, here, look here, man. So we have a focus on I the most. I cube. So what is I cube? It's going to be I cube means like I squared times I. So this is going to be -1 times I equal to -I. So this is going to be imaginary because it's going to have an I. Even if when you simplify, it's still going to have an I. So we're going to say, okay. So this is going to be -I, right? So we're going to say -I. And then, but we have it 4. It's like 4. -I. 4 cos theta. And then we got sine cube theta. Okay, now we come here. So n number power 0 equal to 1. So that's going to be 1. So 1 is just 1. Now we go I power 4. I power 4 equal to +1. Because look here, man. I power 4 means I squared times I squared, which equal to -1 times -1 equal to +1. So that one here, excuse me, is going to be, this is going to be 1. Because n number power 0 equal to 1. So it's going to be I power 4. And the number power 0 equal to 1. So it means all this equal to 1. So 1 times 1 equal to 1. Now we come here. I power 4. We just check now. It's +1. So it's going to be +1. And the sine power 4 is just sine power 4. So all this stuff here equal to sine power 4. So we're going to say plus sine power 4 theta. Okay. So the next step now, we're going to start to compare left hand side and right hand side. But before we do that, let's group the real number and the imaginary part. So let's try to group, man. Means we're going to start to group all the real number and all imaginary number. So we see we got real number here. What is a real number? A number which does not have an I. It doesn't have an I. It doesn't have an I. And this doesn't have an I. So we can group them together. So I'm saying, I hope you can see, man. So all the number which doesn't have an I, you have to group them together. Let's try to group them together, man. Okay, so let's group them together. So I'm gonna say, okay, so let's group them, man. So these, so we're gonna say, so we're gonna say all the number which doesn't have an I, like this one. Excuse me. Oh, let me say this. So we're gonna say cos power 4 theta plus, no, excuse me, it's not plus, minus, doesn't have an I. This is gonna be minus what? Minus 6 cos square theta sine square theta, and this is last one. So doesn't have an I, it doesn't have an I, and it doesn't have an I. So plus sine 4 theta. Now we go for the imaginary number. So imaginary number, let's go for imaginary. The one with the I. What the one with the I? This one face. So we're going to say 4 cos cube and then sine theta. So I'm going to put in a single bracket, in one bracket here. So I'm going to put in one bracket. Okay, so now you go for the other one which has the I, this one here. So since they have an I both, I'm saying like this with I and this, but this has a negative. So I'm going to say negative 4 cos theta sine cube theta. So all of them they have an I. So we can write here I before or I after. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. So we're going to say these group have the I. This group have the I. So what we're going to do equal to. So these stuff here, when you expand, you get these. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start to compare left hand side and right hand side. So I mean left hand side is this one here. This is left hand side, baby. This one. See? So we're going to compare with this by comparing. You see, left hand side, this one doesn't have an I, so we're going to compare with this which doesn't have an I. You see? And this one which have an I of the left hand side, we're going to compare with the one which has an I on the right hand side. See? Easy. So let's just compare. So we're going to say, okay, so left hand side, which is cos. So instead of saying, because this equal to this, so now I'm not going to use this, which we, okay, look, we came all the way which equal to this. So now I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use it because they're equal. So I'll say cos of this equal to this. So this one here, excuse me, let me just try to. So this equal to cos 4 theta. Sorry, my plus I sine theta plus I sine 4 theta equal to this. Equal to this one here. So let's compare with the real and the real and imagine. Let's compare now. Compare real with the real and imaginary with imaginary. So let's compare, man. So now we're going to say, okay, so cos 4 theta. Do you understand what I'm saying? It means now we're not going to use this, which is, okay, the one I expanded, we go here, final answer. But this equal to this one. So I'm not going to use this one, which I have used Pascal triangle. I'll use this instead. Why? Because this is going to be easy for me to compare real number with the one which has no imaginary with real number which has no imaginary. That's why I say this equal to this one now. So we're going to say, okay, so cos 4 theta equal to this, which is cos 4 theta minus 6 cos square theta sine square theta plus sine 4 theta. Done. So the first one is done for real. Now you go for the one with the imaginary I sine 4 theta. You're going to compare with the one with the imaginary. So I'm saying with the one with the imaginary, so it's okay. So now the one with the imaginary is I sine theta, I sine 4 theta equal to the one with no imaginary, which is also I bracket 4 cos cube theta sine theta minus 4 cos theta sine cube theta. And that's the end of the game, man. Now I'm saying all you can do now is like cancel this imaginary, cancel this imaginary, cancel this imaginary. So this equal to this. Done. So that's the final answer. Means you cancel, because like if somebody gave you, say, let's say y times p plus 1 and equal to y times k plus 7. So what happened? Y and y cancel. So the same here, I and I cancel. So we're going to have a sine 4 theta equal to 4 cos cube sine theta minus 4 cos sine cube theta. And cos 4 theta equal to cos power 4 theta minus 6 cos square theta sine square theta plus sine power 4 theta. Listen here, man. If first time my channel, make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and try to share with a lot of people as possible, man. Thanks a lot, man. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.